Hey everyone, welcome to Castle Hives, Northeast Ohio beekeeping. Now, it's been a little bit since I've been in the hives. The family got hit with just, well, I'll say this. Last week, everybody that follows me, follows on the socials and all that stuff, September 20th was my birthday, and I appreciate all of the birthday wishes. During that same time, it's just some things are private, and 2 days later, on Monday, the 22nd, my father-in-law passed away. Very sad, very sudden. Cancer. My wife found out, she got a phone call actually when we were visiting, over at her parents', and didn't answer just because of the emotion, the situation. I mean, her stepdad just passed away. And when she calls back the next day, found out she had melanoma. So found out my wife has skin cancer. So the cancer it really sucks. Appreciate prayers. My wife's scheduled for surgery. She's got to be knocked out and things like that. So it's, hoping that things are not bad with that. I just really would appreciate the prayers there. Now, for the beehives, I'm going to go through probably over 2 days and just check and see how they look. As far as the fall flow, I have noticed clear up at the house and back in the woods where I was hunting, actually second day of archery, got a buck right back up in there. So about, probably 150 or so feet back up in there through the woods. Got a nice little buck. Well, wasn't that little. Weight on that bugger was 113 pounds when it was dressed out. So it gave us a little bit of meat there. Happy about that. But I could actually smell that fall flow clear back up in the woods. So I'm going to go through and just start assessing some colonies. Like I said, it's going to be over 2 days and just get through and assess how things look. So let's jump into, I'm going to start probably down on the end and work my way up this way. Hopefully I get through this back row today, and then I'll do the front row tomorrow. So let's get on down to that end colony, see how they look. Are they queen right, things like that. And then I'm going to start my fall treatments and get some feed. It's just, I got a lot of work. It's just, like I said, had a ton of stuff go on in the family. And just my head wasn't, I was focused elsewhere. I wasn't focused on this. I do need to get back to this though. So let's get on down. Let's see what these girls show. Now, I'm going to take this top super off. I'm hoping that I got a little bit of honey from this fall flow. I really won't know, though, until I get in here. So, let's see what these girls show us. Got one frame going. Oh, my. That right there's fall honey, y'all. Nice. Oh, yeah. Gosh, that's fall honey right there. Oh, my. Yep, fall honey. So let me do this. Let me go get my hive butler, and I'm going to check these frames. If this lower deep is not fully filled out, then I'll move some of these frames down. So let me go get my hive butler. I'll be right back. I find it truly amazing that these bees produced any fall honey. In Ohio, we are in a very bad drought. And you can see here, when a honeybee stings you, she's going to go ahead and spin around and around and around and try and retract her stinger. They do not want to die, and unfortunately, in this case here, she did pull her stinger out. Let me check and see what these frames show me. Now, this one here is not drawn out, so that's what I do. That's why I use these frames to equalize. Now you can see, well, look at that. We've got some brood on there, so that's good. But what they're doing here in that brood area is they are backfilling that area. That is what you want. This time of the year, you want to see them utilizing all of that space. As the queen tapers back, you're going to see them backfilling a brood area, exactly like that. Exactly like that. Okay, look at that. Good brood on there. That's good. That is excellent. That's what I want to see right there. Pollen, there's some brood. There's capped larvae in there. I see milk brood, so this is good. So I'm going to slide these back over, put it into the configuration somewhat where I had it. All right. Now my colonies that I leave an excluder on, I'll know that I've gone through those colonies. Look at that beautiful propolis right there. That's crazy. Bunch of different uses for propolis. I just have never harvested it. I've never done anything with it. And it looks like I'm going to have to just get this off and I can utilize these frames in the apiary. Wow, that frame's packed. Love to see some brood. My gosh. Oh yeah. No, that's honey right there. Honey. Honey on there. So this one here, the queen may just be down below. Throw that in there. And just go like that. Get my bee space correct. Let's check this box. Boy, this one's heavy. That's a heavy box right there. Well, right there, I wanted to see brood. And we've got it. Okay, so there's brood on there too. So I would just say this is queen, right? And right there's my queen. Look at that. Excellent. So she's going to go straight down there. And then this frame is going to go in. I got to be super careful because if you roll a queen this time of the year, it's going to be game over. Now this will probably be one of the last times for this season that I crack that seal between this deep and that medium. All right. This colony here is the Infinity colony. It has the Infinity frames from 21st Bees. So let's see how they've done. Oh, wow. Well, look at that. Wow, I like that, how they have the wax on there for Castle Hives. Oh, look at all that. Look at that honey on there. I like that. Oh, my gosh. Heavy, heavy frame right there. Wow. Excellent. Now, looking on my Queenright dial, I noticed that the last time I was in here, there were swarm cells. So I really need to make sure that this colony is Queenright at this point. Oh, look at that. Brood right there. Brood over there. Brood there. Oh, there you go. Excellent. So I can switch over my dial and mark this colony as being Queenright. I normally don't like pulling frames like this late in the year unless there is a need. And I can see right in there that there is some larvae. Slide it back. And here we go. Let's just put this in. And this box here is really heavy. Right. All suited up. Now, it is the very next day. So it's Thursday now, October 2nd. And I've got just a couple colonies to finish. The one behind you, this one here. Let's see, there's a super there. And then there's one over there that I'm leaving because it's got a little bit of weight on it. But other than that, I went through the colonies, and yesterday what I found was they really capitalized on the fall flow. A lot of these colonies have completely filled. The medium that is right above the deep, it is completely filled. So that is good. Yes, you know, I'm not going to get a lot of fall honey. I'll probably get maybe a bucket's worth. But other than that, am I upset I'm not getting fall honey? No, because the colonies have packed on some weight. Where they got it from, I have no idea, because we're in a heck of a dearth here in Ohio, but quite happy on it. So I got to go quick on these just because the girls are going at it. You can really tell, like, when you do not have a flow going on, because the girls they'll do this right here. You see that? See how they're on that? So I need to go very quick. I'm basically going to pull the frames out, put them in there, walk them inside, and then grab the box. If they have done anything, and they haven't on that. You know, they didn't make me as much honey as what I thought, but really what they did was they have enough stores that I'm not going to have to feed them as much. Nature has a funny way of providing. Let's get this box away. Let's see what this one has. Come on. All right, well, gone through the entire apiary, and the resource hive here, well, both colonies are there. The little swarm that I caught, that was that WKBN swarm. It is very small. Overall, going through the apiary, though, all of the colonies have a lot of weight on them. Basically, what happened was, when I had a deep and a medium, the medium that is on these colonies, they have packed that out. So there are some of these colonies that I truthfully do not want to put syrup on them right now. I'm probably going to treat them, let them get out of, they're in kind of like a robbing behavior. I want to let that simmer down. So I'll get some oxalic acid treatment started on them, check my mites, and then I'll check weight and feed. So really pleased with how the apiary is sitting right now. Now, again, I just want to say, appreciate everybody. You know, in the family, there's been a lot of stuff that's taken place in the last week and a half now. And this next coming up Monday, I think it is the 6th. Today's the 2nd, 3rd, yep, the 6th, October 6th. My wife is going to have surgery, so she's got melanoma, and I'm hoping, praying that it just surgery and then it's going to be okay. It's very, very scary. So everybody just, you know, I know, like, I get routine people that comment and things like that. Save all the comments this time. Just throw down in the comment section prayers for your wife. Really appreciate that. But y'all take care, and like I always say, until the next one.